It's loaded. Now we can continue playing. I saw Nostrums. I think I saw Runko earlier. Not sure what's going to happen to him. Yes, Game Mode, you're unbanned. I said this in the reply, actually. You didn't. You got unbanned ever since the Undertale stream. I will admit back then, like in the peak, I should have blamed the game instead of the player. At the time, I think I was tired, and I was like, and the game was definitely testing my patience. But I will also state, when someone tells you, like, especially a streamer tells you not to do something in a serious tone, and it's a sign you want to stop what you're doing and listen to them. Like, I will not make prolong about that. Nothing I did here is actually from one of my moderators. Now, I've been trying to have a lot of stuff's going on, and I don't track everyone outside of streams and all that such. But that hypothetical case, this theoretically is true. Let's make sure no one feels threatened or by any means. But that's all I'm going to talk about for that for now. Now, it's just something I heard from one of my moderators. I haven't seen proof yet. The queue is currently open, and any level is up for grabs. Curious if there's anything fresh up on the table. I have not touched this game, I think, ever since last year's level stream, which was like in 2 months. So, yeah. I don't know if anything's changed. I've seen Glimmer's 100 times already. Worth it. I'm curious what this one is. Sorry about that. There we go, I got a level. Lowest lunch for it. I'll save this for later. I'll have to rate. Yep, you're on. Yep, you're first. So here goes. Also, know I have some Google form out there in case PI200 doesn't pick up your level, which sometimes they do. Sometimes they don't. So I'm also going to be checking the alternate submission just in case. Alright, easy peasy platforming. Let's see this. It's short and sweet, and it seems to be technical. Also, let me put aside the life counter. Not sure if I'll need that for now. It is definitely going to be a tricky one. I've played her before. Let's go back to Soteta. I have not played her in a while. Alright, we'll see. I also should mention I am not a machine, so getting perfect inputs is not something I'm going to do very often. Then again, I am starting to P-rank hard levels in Ultra Kill, so who knows, maybe I can do this. And also, there's nothing else on the queue at the moment, so at the moment, I'll give this level some time. Okay, there we go. Very precise. It already has 27 likes. Got it, got it. Almost got it. Okay, this is definitely a tricky one. I want to think of how I'm going to manage the time. These timing things. I have to wait until it goes off screen to jump, otherwise it's going to hit the spikes. I have to do a small jump there. And the timing is definitely precise. So it's clear, it's definitely with the clear rate. It's supposed to be a super expert level. Which normally I try to avoid doing, but I'll take any level I can get right now. You know the queue's empty. Oh, thanks for the support, man. Really appreciate it. Like, actually. Some people have been avoiding like fun, and it's been giving me some distress, so I really thank you. Yeah, no worries. Sometime. Why is the levels? Why is this message just keep getting deleted? That is so sus. I'm gonna also put the chat on page. Well, it might be too late. I don't know if the messages got retracted. Love honestly. I know this is not gonna happen, but we have to have custom music in the background. I mean, maybe it could happen for the streams, but I'll talk about in these games. After all, having the jingles can get stale after a while. But that's just me pondering. So like the main reason why I usually avoid technical levels is because like I tell you, I'm studying programming and all that stuff. Like I know some people can be against AI for all stuff. Playing these types of levels, I feel like an AI can definitely do better than I can. I mean, think about what TAS runs are. If you've ever typed in a TAS, TAS, it's basically where people are programming specific timed inputs to basically perform the craziest of stuff. Also, hello, Molo. If I could bring in a sound into this level, that would be so nice. But it is one annoyance Mario Maker does not allow. There we go. That is evil, man. That is evil. you really nice if I could download the level and edit it. Actually, I wanna unsplay comments. I wanna see if there's anything anyone's commented. And also now we got a new level request. I'll give you credit for that. You want to see the front layout? The pipe leads to something. Got a clear check time of 21.5 seconds. We got that there. I am kind of curious to see spike blocks. Unless I can get to the end again. And then we'll see malt rollers. And again, like the startup sequence is hard to pull off because of how they position the blocks. Like you gotta time in the velocity and trigger acceleration. Because otherwise, you're going to basically run into spike blocks. Then again, spike blocks are a necessity for implementing challenge. I really don't like going up against them. Well, last bit, welcome back. As you see, like the timing can be immaculate sometimes. Maybe I'm just using my thumb muscle on this. Maybe I should use my 2 fingers. Well, that's going to require a completely different way of playing. Alright, we'll continue to do more of this later. Don't want to keep people waiting. Actually, you guys really want to see this? Hello, robotic. I did not pick up inertia. I lost it. And I said, I missed the jump, darn it. I almost had it again though. I really want to see what's on the other side. I mean, this guy started in 21 seconds, so it's supposed to be short and sweet. The also really nice that I have the rewind feature on this, like in Virtual Console. That way, I could basically just place checkpoints everywhere. No! I'm supposed to have the mentality of keeping it up. really wish I could just bring in a superstar and just cheese this. You're right about that. Nope, I lost him. I lost the intercept. Make us think definitely makes it frustrating. I'm guessing this is intentionally designed to frustrate people based on structural layout. There we go, we did it. And it's going to be more technical prep for me. Okay, I'm going to take a breather from that. Someone else has a level pending, so I'm going to look at that. All right, Malt. All right, Malt Romolar. Let's check what you've got. All right. Der erste Buchus der Fischen Luft. L2. Atom. Intro. Ken Gips. I was trying to say that in German. I don't speak German though, so I don't know if I said that correctly. Here we go. This seems to be even harder. Also, definitely see some piece of frustration. Maybe, although I was reading what the script said. So don't take it on me, okay? Keep that in mind. Definitely got some precise platforming here, but I can see what it's doing. It's really meant to be a precision model, which, to be fair, it's not the orthodox one, so I'll give it that. You can tell because of how the fire bars are set. Get above 8 It's almost like a puzzle level in a way, so I am kind of interested. It's not like you have to time the inputs, but now I'm trying to solve how I'm supposed to time this. I'm actually luring the boo closer to me so I don't have, so I can jump above it. I want to try that. Oh my gosh, I fell off. Okay, I think I'm getting the hang of it though. Definitely no longer your time. Okay. I wonder if I can, if I have such a, at just the right height, I wonder if I can skip the move. Okay, okay. I have to land that jump. If I miss it, it's a death. Well, I also wonder if I jump at the right height here, I can skip that upper fire bar. No, I can't because it's the fire is blocking it. I just saw a comment saying, this is difficult. Yeah, no shit, Sherlock. You know what? This is, to be fair, this is the reputation Mario Maker got when it first came out. Yes, there's the Mario Maker Nintendo wanted people to do. Wait, I don't even have to jump on the donut. I can just jump over the entire thing. I'm insane. Because this is not a game made by professional game developers. It's made by the internet, and the internet is an unscathing, irredeemable monster. Unscathing, unforgiving, irredeemable monster. That's what the internet is. It should be rusting there. To be fair, yeah, this might be better than being bored or to drought levels. And you know what? I should not. I should have waited. I should not have done that. That was an idiot. That was stupid. Getting about the lava bubbles. Don't know why, but I just do. Wasn't left and right. I know there's a type here. Wait a second. I want to check something. You don't download layouts. Define browsers. Oh, welcome back, Runko. First time was okay, someone got it in 11 seconds. They probably timed it immaculately. Unless this pipe serves some other purpose. Nothing there. They did this legitimately. Yeah, I remember seeing some parody videos. One maker just being in a non-stop house. Like people knew that this game in would basically be torture. Ultimately comes down to game design. So if I get enough height, I can jump over the spot. But timing has to be correct. Then there's the boost. That boo above me is going to prevent me from jumping over the donut. If only I could jump on fire instead of dying on fire. That would be nice. Like I'm envisioning it getting a height advantage. Yes, you have. Activating the wrong banks. Okay, that is also high in. Alright, luck. The register didn't pick that up. I will give it slack. It already has 68 likes, now it has 69. Machine did not register. It has to come with a space afterwards. But let's see. GB3 GBT 8S OBD. Are you sure I typed the name correctly? Let me try OBF. Oh. Well, that was not a valid code mode lock. So if you want to try that again, that means. Meanwhile, I'm gonna go back to the platforming game level. So you can clear that, since that might be the easier one, I don't know. Actually, I wonder if I get enough inertia, I can jump. That's true, but if I do that, it's gonna fling me into the spike wall. Okay, I almost got that again. So I've got a pattern. And I'm supposed to keep going. Right, because of how the rightward velocity is gonna work. It's gonna be like a reflex trick. Run good? No worries. Make sure you get it incorrect. Otherwise, you're lucky that there hasn't been many level quests. Otherwise, you may have been lost in the fog. There we go. They really want me to time this to the last second. Okay, don't think I can avoid the hidden trap, like the block trap. And I am supposed to keep the velocity so I go in the path. Not enough momentum. Yeah. Okay, maybe this could be that something I'm supposed to just run away and then just try to release the jump button as late as I possibly can. So I also have to time when I start running. Ha, funny. There's a limit to how many points. For heist, you can only gamble as many points you have, and you can't go above 50,000. I learned that early when I started the heist chatbot, how broken it could be. That's why there's a limit. Yeah. There we go, okay. I made that jump. I I should have cut my momentum there. Like, I rarely do these kinds of levels, especially since I haven't played the game in a while. So, I'm building a rhythm. Then again, I have been playing a lot of Orpico. Tell you, some levels are hard. Me too. I still playing the momentum. Definitely got a lot of extra airtime that I probably don't need. The timing really just comes down to when I actually start running to get that momentum. Because like you see the timing, right? If I jump too late, I hit the lower spike blocks. If I jump too early, I hit the upper spike blocks. So if I time it just right, I get in that smooth spot. Let me say, this is the bank vault. It's definitely secure. Yeah. I'm just gonna keep dying left and right, aren't I? Okay, that was a flop. I almost missed that. Okay, I'm supposed to react quickly there. There you go. At least we got. At least we got enough regular velocity there. Otherwise, it doesn't work. Really kind of mess with physics on this. But that's also the challenge in this game. There we go. Personal best was 19. That's the record. And, okay, the back tap took too long, so I'm wondering how I'm supposed to get that height. I really wish they could do a practice mode on. They had a practice mode for this. Then again, if they have Mario Maker 3 in the works, it's probably deep into development. After all, no, it could already be ready, and they're just waiting for release time. Okay, I got that. I have to time it early enough, though, so I can get some backwards inertia. At least those are really difficult for a reason. Again, this is a Switch 1 game, not a Switch 2 game, so... Look at that! Boom! Okay, let me try this alone. I want to see where that pipe goes. I bet there's going to be a blind side at the end. Okay, it's kind of hidden, but I see it. It's over here. If we look, again, back on my TV. So I just thought, like, though, got some blue over there. It's kind of tell what it is. I'm guessing there's a flimsy left. It might have wings. Maybe a new element. It might be a swing claw. So we got that. Alright, I got new quest. Nika Curry. Let's see what she's got to offer. Also, I'm curious if there is anyone on the Google form. Alright, not yet. I really go by ad, but you know what? A code's a code. Fortunately, Nick, yours is being added to the queue. Oh yeah, sure. I probably will, honestly. Let me turn comments off. We got an interesting trap. There's gonna be for an arena, I'm guessing. Alright. Not too bad. Definitely a freebie. The 3D Land remake. Ah! Not like that. What level is it based off of? And also, as Roblox says, one at a time. I want to see its real-life counterpart. And also we have Among Us pissing on the ground. I want to look at this again. So now I'm curious. I can kind of see the resemblance. Alright, okay, that makes sense. That's why that's what is up with those cherry bombs. I was really curious. But this makes sense now. They're meant to be those pendulums. The power block. Then what the blue represents. And pipe basically is an exit. Okay, I see that part. And then push up the overworld. And also, I didn't realize that Pones, his videos still have commentary in them, even though they're now like a few hours long. That comment card. Like that, I was not expecting. I thought they were just walkthrough videos. Alright. On to what Nick Farce has. Whew. 16 doors too. I was seriously missing around time. Alright, got thumbnail and description. I like that. Well, that's convenient. I did not even pay attention there. That is kind of cool. Oh shoot. Okay, okay. Oh no! This was an update to a Super Mario Maker 1 level you made. Oh, neat. There goes my firepower. God damn, going through the swamps was definitely satisfying. Oh, that was a mistake. I should have done a backdrop kick. Only could have V1 as a playable character in this game. That could definitely change things up. As everything would get ultra killed. Ah. Stupid lava balls. Those lavas don't have balls. Making that joke right now out of pettiness. Oh wow, okay, hi. You know what? Let me destroy myself. Okay, that was a wall fall. But do you see what I'm trying to do here? Try and slide in. Okay, I got the stuff. I need to fit it in the. I just need to fit the slot in the keyhole. Or the key in the slot. Although, the sales definitely slide out. There we go. I can carry the cell. What I could probably do is Take advantage of the distance there. Should have kept the Koopa shell. This is interesting. Oh god. I really wish they put a Bowser now. It's not really supposed to be a reference to the Mario World boss fight. What the? Oh my god. What if Bowser doesn't come down here? What happens then? Oh, he's down, alright. Alright, that was... I did not see that coming. That is really cool, man. Oh yeah, I did not even read the chat when I said that. I was speaking on the heart. Ah. I'm getting the hang of it. Getting the hang of it. I'll go ahead and seeing the clock right now. I can just do this right now. You fire breath me. I didn't really focus on the game, but let's get this to relax. I can just stall here. Well, let him come down. That kind of works my plan. Ah. Getting some of a pattern here. Ugh, fire timing. Sorry about that. Got distracted by text. I should really put my phone on silent at times like these. It's 4 o'clock, let me give you guys some points. That happened. Alright, let me out of balance the Mecha Koopas. Trying to get in that smooth spot. Hey, don't forget, Rebug, you're a moderator. Here. You've earned your trust. I feel like someone's not going to listening. By all means. Every start, that's going to tell me. The bottom guy thinks they have the same like damage I think. He's right, like, at night. The next guy was right. The damage from, the neutrals is my best bet. Those are hard to pull off. The challenge down there is way too intense. I guess it's natural player action. The player can be intimidated by the game's difficulty, so naturally want to avoid it. Like, I love my, like, all this is overwhelmed to a high degree. Okay, I'm gonna go to the left. Okay, I don't know what that. Okay, they don't allow it. Basically, they're being forced down the center. Ultimately, sometimes cuts are necessary. That's what I'm going to say about that topic. That bounce is here. Ah, I got him killed. I can't see the after effects though. I might have to take a fall. I got 3D World. But yeah, so anything can happen. What matters is what Nintendo does. The biggest disturbance from Bowser does that. Part, I blame the game designers. I hope there's more Maker 3 too, and that delivers. Oh yeah, sometimes these fireballs feel random. Wait, what? Runko Boy, I want to ask something. If you ask for, like, you say won't make levels today, but you asked for the stream, man. So, like... We could just be Titan Monster here. Fell into that. And I can understand people get busy on that stuff, but like, like, why did you request a viewer level stream if you had nothing to share? Well, actually, more to it than ask when everybody stream and don't show up. It's not that. It's more like actually, I don't know how to compare this. It's like asking for a game jam. And when you don't have a computer. To answer your question on Gameo, you want to use the Streamlabs extension. Works best on a computer. To answer Micah's question about the reset, I think it's because there's some elements that don't cross between worlds. I'm guessing it has something to do with how the game itself is designed. Though, I might give it a couple more tries. Then I'm gonna have to pull the white flag. And they will just level us too hard. That's true. Oh man, this fight is definitely cool. Like, you got the Koopas, but along with the Mecha Koopas, the ground is basically like a minefield at that rate. Right, so basically with the Koopas, you keep them spawning without any restrictions, it basically makes the ground uninhabitable. Bowser as a flying enemy already is enough of a problem. Which the array itself is simple. Honestly, I almost never use Koopa Card Bowser my level because of how it works. And that's because he constantly chases the player. And these pipes falling with adjusters. What's that now? I'll look at that pretty carefully after. Yeah, I'm gonna have to yield on this. That's mostly happening because you sit up top. I would spend time clearing out the bottom while I wait, but it's more annoying to repeat. Actually, let me try that. Nothing I'm gonna say right now, off my power up. Now the Koopas are expanding. Alright. I'm gonna try some other levels. Usually a design tip I go by, which I think a lot of official levels do, don't make power-ups requirements. Now, technically they are not. Sometimes checking back on levels and thinking, is this too much? Is this how it's supposed to go? Like, levels should not be forced. And power-ups definitely should be something that are like a support. And if they are something you have to use, then like gotta make them survivable. Otherwise, you're basically telling the player you have to fight this boss without getting hit. Which, if they haven't done the level before, that's not fair to them. I suppose I'm going off topic here. Definitely interesting boss fight. I think he may have done a bit too much stuff in there, but definitely a cool concept. Like that. Let's see. But Switch 2 games and some games are expensive. I agree with Robotic. Switch 3 is probably going to cost more. Like, the only thing that could stop it, maybe, is if demand changes. But I'm not sure that's going to happen. That's true. Nintendo did sue the US government, so that might affect demand, better or worse. Is this the same title? It's not if he likes them, but I see some inspiration done. The queue is currently empty. Seeing a video now titled Nintendo Games Are Getting Worse. I want to just check to see if this is not a Rage Bait channel. Because those sadly have happened a lot ever since the Switch 2 Direct. People found out that the console costed more than they were expecting. This as a mid. I thought... Been seeing some videos lately. Apparently, something that grabbed my attention is how Jacksepticeye has called out Mr. Beast in 2023. Which, my opinions of Mr. Beast are somewhat mixed. I like him and don't like him at the same time. Well, like him and dislike him at the same time, to be precise. I like the videos he does are enjoyable, but I don't like him for the effect he's caused, which has basically changed the platform. It's become less of a passionate thing, and it's become more about views, popularity, and money, in a sense. And I think the format of how some videos operate, especially Nintendo content, is a clear sign of that. I mean, here's a thumbnail I'm seeing right now. Pirate Software tried making a comeback. It backfired, and shows a thumbnail of this man or woman with an angry expression. Actually, it's probably man, and it says he's worse with the red highlighted. That's the thumbnail with the red background. I mean, it feels like it's designed to grab your attention and make you curious. I think it's in the wrong one. And these guys got a lot back when, like, back in the 2010s and before that, really. The format really has changed. Like, people are starting to learn exchange arguments and basically, in other terms, people are doing it more for the payout than the passion now these days, which is really disappointing, if I may say so. Because, like, part of the reason why I wanted to do YouTube in the first place is passion, but also, like, the reputation you have from being big, that came naturally because of who you were. But now you can have 10 million subscribers on YouTube and no one will know who you are. That's because this format has taken effect. Because it's no longer about the people. It's about grabbing your attention. So, nice imitation, I'll like it. But let's see. Prodigy was great. Now it's pure greed. Like, it's this disgusting practice of these thumbnails that really only exist to hook your attention. This is why YouTube is never a reliable source. Because now you can basically just be making stuff up. be a persuasive person, get a hook to basically lure people in. It's almost like you're fishing, with viewers being the fish. You go to a tackle shop, you buy the bait, whether it be a clickbait, rage bait, some sort of bait, you lure in viewers, and you profit by their viewership. Like, it doesn't even have to be true. You can make stuff up. All you have to do is make it look believable and convincing. They stick around, and boom. It's very sad, honestly. Hold on. Like, once again, why I come back to the concept of I'd rather be trusted than famous. Because, like, name one person, famous person, you look up to. Seriously, name one famous person you look up to. Alright, not bad. It's not a pretty life-shroom, so definitely want to step back a bit. Like, I'm not seeing anything in the chat, but my point. Like, you can't think of any famous person you look up to. Which comes to a point. Fame almost doesn't matter anymore. Because, like, the hoi polloi is now going to come convince themselves with all this facades and all this manipulation that basically, to be a big shot, you got to you gotta play dirty. And when these kinds of cheap tricks get called out, it's not look cool anymore. And it really sucks. It sometimes feels like people are just building a platform with the intent of trying to trick people. Play with their emotions, their minds. That's really not cool at all. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like numbers too. And seeing the numbers go up is dopamine effect, but it's also important to realize that people's lives are on the other side. Whoops. What about the numbers and no passion? All the brain lots, nothing content spawns. I know. It's because of the YouTube algorithm. And it's turned into a greedy algorithm. And I think a big thing that I also want to point out is the exchange argument YouTube has been putting on their platform. Which actually something I've learned from my algorithms class. Basically, how the exchange argument works is that the the argument is that I have the best algorithm, and to prove that, I'm going to compare myself to any algorithm, and you're going to see that it's better. If it's not better, I'm going to take the best parts of that algorithm and add it to my own. Therefore, I have the best algorithm. That might be confusing, so let me say this. YouTube has the algorithm. Let me say the real-life example I'm talking about here. YouTube has the algorithm of their websites, their thumbnails, their pages. They have the best algorithm. We use YouTube right now. Then, Facebook comes along. Let's see how YouTube does against Facebook. Seems like YouTube's doing better. Therefore, they have the best algorithm. Now, Twitter comes along. People use Twitter, but more people use YouTube. Let's compare YouTube and Twitter. Add more efficiency, add more this, more that, blah, blah, blah. YouTube's doing better than Twitter. Therefore, YouTube has the better algorithm. Now, TikTok comes along. And all of a sudden, TikTok is doing better than YouTube. YouTube looks and sees, what is TikTok doing better that YouTube isn't? People are suddenly clicking on their videos. People aren't clicking on videos, they're sliding and are getting fed videos. These videos are really short. Or, these videos are vertical. Although not that has a big degree to it. People are watching videos on their phones. Let's add something to our platform where people can be fed short videos on their phones. Let's make YouTube Shorts. Therefore, YouTube has the best algorithm. Do you get what I'm saying here? That's why, well, I know people weren't happy with the whole T-Series such, but while the platform's gone only worse after that. T-Series doesn't feel so bad anymore, does it? I mean, look what Mr. Beast has become, and let's think about Cocomelon, and of course, brain rotting content farms. I mean, these are kids. These are kids, and they're making content that is making them dumber. There really should be a workaround. But, not only do the parents play a responsible, I don't want to worry about the kids, so I'll just give them a phone, and just let them do whatever they want. Of course, the internet is an irredeemable, unrelentless, uncaring monster. Even before brain rot content, if you let your kid out into the internet without guidance or proper warnings, stuff's gonna happen to them. Doesn't matter if it's brain rot or whatever. I mean, let's say you gave a 6-year-old access to the internet early in 2010. What do you think was going to happen? They'd probably be seeing porn. Probably. Which they still might be seeing porn these days, in this day and age. But, bad attention spans, the problem now is that it's become more mainstream. And people are losing attention spans. And honestly, this also makes me realize Mr. Beast is a narcissist. Comes to this. He's donating all this stuff and giving it to people, which might seem like he's the opposite of a narcissist, but no, that's not true at all. If he really was not a narcissist, he'd be stopping to think about the well-being of people. And what he's doing to the platform, and what he's doing, and his actions, and the effects of those. But we don't see from him any big presentations, about trying to fight for the well-being of people or trying to stand up for any arguments on YouTube. At this point, he's like, if I'm correct, he made a Super Bowl commercial trading up with AI and trying to encourage people to make their own content to help YouTube. Like, he's basically selling out now. Can't get up there. You can say all you want, it's the parents' fault and all that such. But maybe making a video, if you know your target audience, instead of partnering up with Lunchly, actually is what creates bad reputations and making a cheap food product. Instead, taking your time making video, trying to snap some sense into kids, saying, "You guys gotta manage your time and try to fight for the greater good." Mr. Beast is definitely a lot narcissist. You can definitely say that. Yeah, I'm not finishing this level. Interesting concept, but I'm starting to wonder if something they're designed to frustrate. But I've played enough of these levels for now. Let's go back here. There we go. Oh, I got close. I got close. Need to have a little more confidence boost there. Both literally and metaphorically. I mean, ultimately, and there's a difference, like, when someone gets canceled online, it can ultimately be a test of who they really are. Not simply someone gets called out, they're immediately a bad person. So originally, when Mr. Beast got called out back in 2024, I got him some slack and like, hold on, is this really true? Is this make him, like, should people really be reacting this way? When he finally responded saying he had to deal with it legally, I was like, what? That's fair enough. Although, looking back to see how he's become now, yeah, no longer a huge fan of him. And well, I'm also calling him a narcissist, honestly. I used to look up to him. I really did. But some of his actions definitely are. And it's not just him, like, a lot of people and how they design their stuff and their stuff, like, if you just do the platform just to get that numbers, you don't care about what people comment or say at all, and you're only doing them for the views, you are a narcissist. If you want to make stuff on the internet, you should be ready to take in what people have to say about you. Whether you like it or not. Of course, there's a difference between, in criticism, in people messing with you, and hate speech. But people are humans in the end. So you really gotta treat them like them. Yes, you gotta do it for the love of not just the game, but love of the love of the topic. I really like Jacksepticeye's argument. If he was really doing it for fun, the videos would be longer. Specifically in terms of his Squid Game video. That's because of how he edits it, which made me realize he's really pushing his formula. But I'm not being a complete downer. There are still a lot of videos out there that don't follow this format. They do it for passion, and I respect those videos. Well, the end, what's also more important is people to respect their time. That's also why I say like button is a quick task. I've said this before. Don't. I have the time. I've said this before. I don't want people to feel forced to watch my streams. If you got busy, then of course, by all means, you can just show up, say hi, and of course also drop a like if you want to support. But like, your time should be more valuable while doing what you got other stuff you gotta do. You should only really be watching this if you've got nothing better to do. Or you just want to support me. Momentum. That's what they do now. That's really great. I will admit, I did update the thumbnail, made it more broad and clear. And I have been playing people's levels. I will say, there's a life everyone has outside of YouTube and video games. And I also ask for all of you to realize that, and appreciate that, and to try it. Because in the end, I'm just a name on the screen at the moment. Someone can give you wisdom, will show you some tips or tricks or something. I'm not one to choose your destiny. Although I will also admit this part. Sometimes I do get jealous about how other people get bigger numbers. There's a difference between envy and greed. Yes! Oh! Still waiting for YouTube to come to Switch too. Ah. Honestly, if you ask me, YouTube's best on a computer. I'll say. Okay. I know Mecca asked this earlier. My favorite console is a tie between the Switch 2 and the Wii U. Because at some point, the Wii U had Netflix on it. Now, of course, streaming services have changed. Oh, not again! Not again! I'm telling you. When I was in my teenage years, like early teenage years, I would normally enjoy myself in my red room and just go on my Wii U and just watch Netflix. And sometimes I think YouTube's there as well. Sadly, they shut down the services of that because streaming services evolved. And now I've really had to rely on my computer. Of course, companies change, and they like to have their controlled business practices. Which is confusing since monopolies are supposed to be illegal. Texans. Netflix would be. We don't have that back, but Netflix was different back then compared to how Netflix is now. Oh my! Got too much inertia. If we don't have all streaming services in one platform, but then again, things have started to change. Disney Plus, for example, Disney basically pulled all their shows and movies off of other streaming services, put it all on Disney Plus because of exclusive rights. So now you have to pay for different streaming services. The streaming chaos. There we go. Can we do it third time? Let's go! Finally did it! Tally ho, man. Tally ho. I'm not on the comments! Darn it, I really want to say beat it. I beat the level. I'm allowed to tag this level? Maybe that'll help. Alright, what level do you have now? SML 1-1. Guessing it's another level remake. You have levels to send. Yeah, that's an inspiration basis. I got 13 likes. I will ultimately say the video level streams also serve as an opportunity to basically help boost levels that aren't getting attention. if you're struggling to get likes. This already has 13 likes, so it's also a pretty solid level, good at that. Part of me wonders though if these levels should also be outlawed. Because like these are levels you're copying off Nintendo. Like they're not original. Then again, this game doesn't allow for a lot of variety, that much variety. I mean, yes, you have like a dozen enemies. I can understand. I really want to see how they change things from Mario Maker 3. We'll give you that. Seriously? Why don't we look at the comments again? Seriously? We just get 6, 7? Is this really what it would come down to? I'm a Koopa. I'll see this. This does look a little more interesting, so I'm now curious. Oh, I see. Neat. Ooh, there's more. Alright, you know what? There's more right into this than I thought. I don't think that was meant to happen, but it did. The optic fire powers are necessary, but the concept is still cool. Look, I know I said I'm looking for favorite like, but this one earns it. So I'll give you that much. I don't think the fire powers are a necessary touch. Oh, new record. What is what is? It's supposed to happen. Yeah, if you really want them that badly, by all means. When I see Earth Mover, I'm thinking of the Earth Mover from Ultra Kill. Look at it. I really appreciate how they changed the Mario Maker 3. That reminds me of Mario Wonder is going to come out soon. It's Switch 2 edition. We've got like only a few minutes left, so I suppose it's going to do a little bit of a cooldown. And call it a night. Or a day.
It's me.
I don't like how they're making the games easier, though the challenge also gives the game some depth. It also gives me a job at making videos. Well, like, a lot of people are speculating Mario Wonder is going to be in this game, so I just want to play something for a reference.
Oh no!
Oh no, I already died. Here we go. At this rate, you honestly can just be win trading at this rate.
Love that sound.
But yeah, you can also use this as inspiration for your own levels as well. I can actually see this level being quite remakeable in Mario Maker.
This pipe, it can't hold us. Hey! This pipe, it can't hold us. Hey! This pipe, it can't hold us.
Oh, there's a secret down here.
I warn you! Huh? What's this? Ooh!
I'll admit, some instances like these do feel kind of juvenile, but they are definitely interesting.
Ready?
Suffices the wonder in Mario Wonder.
Here we go! Yeah! Hi! Wonderful! Ouch!
And here we have the level.
Bye-bye!
And of course, we got some chicken levels. We still got a lot to use on the special world. Yep. I'm probably gonna upgrade pack because I want to see if they add any new hard levels. Which I trust there should be.
See you later.
And then don't get we got this.
Ouch!
What you doing, boy? Thank you.
All right! Way to go!
That was a lucky save. Okay? Here, that was a lucky save. No cap. Alright, I think I'm satisfied for the stream.
Bye-bye!
Bye-bye, Packy Flowers. The time is now 5. This has been a fun stream, definitely. Let me give you all one last payout. And we'll say bye for now. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you next time. Whether I do a Kirby Air Riders, Mario Party, or Hollow Knight. I'll have to segue. Depends if I stream tomorrow or not. Till then, take care. That means you all get points. Oh, 5 o'clock? It's my time. And normally I last stream for 2 hours. I think you should have enough common sense to get the rest, no offense. Until then, take care.